Everybody, it's Jeff from VW Bricks here. I am just finishing up the last video in my Brownstone series. This Brownstone is a little different than the others. This one actually originally started out as a very decrepit looking building. I went back in Google Drive or in Google Maps and Street View history. I went back to 2011 to see this building, and it looks horrible. But what it turns into is actually pretty interesting. So I'm going to just switch over here to my camera or my screen, and you're going to see a house that looks pretty blah, particularly this one here. Now I'm not sure really if this, I'm guessing this probably wasn't the original look of this brownstone. It looks like it, because it, well, honestly, it doesn't match anything else on this street now. Pretty treed in street, so it's hard to see. But when I was Googling brownstones years ago, I came across this building in its newer form, which is, like I said, this is like 2011. The next picture, I think, is 2013 or something like that, and it's had a facelift in between this time. So I'm going to just jump into that current version, click on it. You can see it's definitely changed. I'm just going to see if there's a one taken in the winter, so these trees aren't as... and this was actually located in Boston, Massachusetts, which I thought was kind of cool too, because the brownstones, here we go, November. So you can kind of see it's sunny here, but they've gone with like a gray face and a brick pattern up and down. It's kind of a modern look. I'm just going to actually jump into the picture that I originally found way back when, which is this one. This might have actually been from a real estate listing for this building, but it caught my eye for this one. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of a nougaty color. It's got some dark gray on the top and sides, a little bit of gray in the middle, and it just struck me as very modern, but kind of cool looking at the same time. So I decided to build this one. And just trying to see, there's no more. It's just zoomed in all the way or something. There's another shot of it. Actually, that's just a zoom in of the previous one. But let's just get a look at the actual building here that I built. So I don't have a huge amount of pictures for this one because, well, again, it was one of the last ones I built. But this is the start of it here. This one was done on June 30th, 2017. So it was a lot of work. I actually, do I still have it open? I think I did. Hold on for a second here. Start. I'm just going to open up MOC because I've actually found that I had physically designed this building ahead of time. File, open, and I'll move it over to the other screen in a moment. No. File, Brownstone. What? Failed to open the file. I just had it. Start. Hold on. Okay, this might get edited out, but anyway, Lego completed projects, brownstones. Oh, I renamed it. That explains it. Okay, so this one was one of the few ones that I actually designed a bit in MLCAD. The reason for this was I had to order a lot of these parts in that nougat color. And I didn't know how much I needed, so I needed to figure it out. Now, the interesting thing is, when you look at the picture, the doorway is on the left of the building, and when I built it on the right. Now, all of my brownstones have the entrances on the right, so I didn't want them spaced apart with like this front area between each of the buildings. So I did switch it. But the interesting thing is, when I actually built the back of the building, whoops, there's all of them, but when I actually built the back of the building, this is also on the left side, but when you look at it from the back, sorry, basically what I'm trying to say is this here is actually on the opposite side, it's on the wrong side, because I was able to go around the building in Google Maps and see what the back looked like. So I did a little bit, I did that just to see what it looked like, and I actually built the back based on what I saw on the map, but I forgot I'd reversed the front, so I might fix that at some point. I might not. It doesn't really matter. And one of the techniques I had to use in this, and it's a little easier to see in here, was you can see there are some plates in here. This is the dividing line, so that's a tile. That's like a 2x2 plate, or a 2x4 plate, or a 2 by something plate. So each of these levels basically is held in by the plates in between, and that's all that's holding these walls. And if it wasn't for that, this whole wall would just come falling down because there's no interlocking on the side. It's just basically a facade. Very similar to how they probably would have faced this building, you know, when they did the reno. They probably would have just put this veneer face, or this rock face, on the front. Anyways, let's go to the live shot, and just minimize this so I can actually see what I'm doing. We'll go to the live shot right now. And here's the building in all its glory. Looks a little washed out, but anyway, we'll move the tree out of the way just because. So you can see it's using the bricks, as I said before, but I'm using the back side of it to give this this flat panel more effect on it. I really like the look of this one. I don't know why. I do like the modern house design where things are interesting. I just realized there's an extra piece here. The modern house design where buildings are, you know, have more of these modern colors, I guess to say. Again, another one where windows need to be added in. I didn't have the windows to begin with. As I was saying, when you look at the side, basically this wall is actually it's not attached at all, because there's a tile here, and there's no way I wasn't able to lock it in, because at the time there wasn't a 1x2 tile. Although that being said, I could have pulled it across. And then this one here also not locked in. And you can see the dividing lines are not, well, that one lines up, but this one doesn't line up as well. Yellow on the side, just because it's usually going to be hidden. And the back, I don't even have a door on this one. And honestly, these levels, like technically this is the basement, this is the main level. This has another floor right here, and there's another floor here. There's nothing here. So this one's a little compressed. I wasn't sure when looking at the original building and doing the design. I'm going to go back to the front. Excuse me. It is about 6 hours after I filmed the first set of videos. But anyways, there doesn't seem to be a lot of room between the bottom ground here and this windowsill. And in fact, it's only a few plates, which means that the next section, there's not a lot of room in here for a floor. So, I mean, it is, well, and also I was just noticing that here, like these windows are full size. So it is basically a three-story, this might be a loft of some sorts. I'm not really sure in the actual building, because I never obviously got to see inside, because I don't live near Boston, Massachusetts, or know this person that lives here. But anyway, we're going to pop off the first roof here. And you can see it's just pieces are attached. It's just basically a solid brick. Well, not solid brick, but it's just the way it is. The roof is attached directly onto this one. And for this effect here, it's just basically, since I have it pulled out, or since I knocked it off, this is just a bracket, couple of plates, and then a regular studded brick, 1x4 brick with studs inside, just to give that pattern. And as I said, I mean, there's the brick side, this is the non-brick side. So this is really a fairly low level. It's kind of short for modular standards. And this one has the overhang roof, as you can see, and if I were to go back to the original picture, which is here, just jump back for a second, you see we have a bit of an overhang roof, and even this patio here kind of overhangs a bit to the side. Now obviously I can't go back to here. Obviously I can't build downward to make that a lower level accessible, but you kind of get what I mean about that. And ideally, I guess this guy should be missing from here too. It should be an entryway into that area for the fence. But yeah, that's how I had originally designed it. So Like I said, I really like this one. I don't know, something about these colors, the dark gray, the light gray, and the nougat, medium nougat, I think it is. Um, they really, you know, mean something to me. Again, this entire back wall is loose. Um, at the time, I had 1x2 tiles and 1x6 tiles. I think that's all the tile sizes I had. Yeah. So when I built this, I didn't have the extra tiles. So if 1x1s exist now, I might switch them out. Although now that I say that, no, that's a 1x6. So I might switch it out to make it a little bigger if they exist. I'll probably look for those pieces on Bricks and Pieces and see if they're around. And just get that to lock in. But yeah, this is the last building in my series. Like I said, I wanted something modern because I like the look of it, and I think it looks kind of cool on the street. Technically, I can do a video on the park, which let's just go back here to this screen, and I'll pull up the park image now that we've reviewed all of the brownstones. So here they are here, all in a line. There, that's a better shot. All in a line. This is a display. This actually was at BrickFest in Toronto for, well, whenever this picture was taken. Let's just see. This picture was taken July 6th of 2017. So I built these all in a month to be at BrickFest a few weeks or a week later. And this also was seen at Brick Fair, Virginia that year in 2017 in August. We drove up there, so I took this section with me. I didn't take the rest of the town, but just this section, just as a nice display piece. And here's the park as well, which I should probably do a review on the park. Since then, I've actually bought other pieces to do this this area of the park. I stole my daughter's slide back in the day, so she wanted it back at one point. So I did buy yellow parts to do this. So I still have to build that. I've got a little bin of city stuff that I need to build, or city stuff that I have parts for that I need to enhance. So I might do that at some point. But I mean, this was the park I created at the time, and maybe I'll do a review on the park at some point if people want to see it. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next because I have reviewed all of the main buildings in my layout. There's a few smaller buildings that I have that I didn't think were worth the review because they're fairly old, but I might do them at some point. We'll see. Anyway, we'll end the video here, and hopefully you guys see this in the next week or two once I'm going to stagger them a bit, a few days apart at least, just so there's some content coming out. And hopefully by the time this video comes out, I've hit 100 subscribers. I'm at 99 last I checked, so one more and I'll be happy. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.